Howdy everyone, ScottFreeforall here. It is Monday. We are live streaming. How's everybody doing today? It's been a good Monday for me so far. We're going to do something a little bit different. It is a map review live stream. We're going to do a German map. I don't know that we've done a German map review here. I'm thinking, correct me if I'm wrong, this may be our first German map to review. It's Ellerbach, and that might sound familiar. It was a map. This map was available on FarmSim 19. It's been ported over. It is for PC Mac only currently. Just so you know, we'll dive into that a little bit more. Who do we have in the chat today? We have Shane. First to the chat, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Finnish farmer. And we've got Kleinderlord09. Hello to you. Yeah, this is a map that I was aware of in FS19. I saw glimpses of it. I never actually jumped into the map. So when it came out again, and when I saw the level of detail that has gone into it, it has a bit of a pedigree as well. Giant Software did a mod contest back in FarmSim 19 days. So they gave out awards for like best vehicle mods and other mods. Excuse me, I'm drinking a Coke. They also gave out awards for best maps. This map won 3rd place. So it definitely has, I mean, we'll see why it's won. But why don't we get into it? Enough talking. Let's just get into the thing, okay? In FS19, I think this was available for console. So don't know anything about future plans for this. Have not talked with the modders, but you know, there's a chance that it could be ported over to console. This is your starting farm. Very cool. It's kind of an urban farm, I would say. I love all the custom trees. You'll see there's some custom textures. There's even like some custom icons, the little sleep triggers that you have. We'll get into equipment. We'll get into maps. We'll get into all that stuff. I want to show you when you first start the map where you start out. So let me teleport ourselves there. And I wrote down the approximate coordinates so that we can go there. Yeah, so here is your I believe you're sitting on this park bench when you start. Anyway, beautiful countryside just outside of town. Oh, and I forgot to mention, maybe you saw the little logo on the loading screen in German. I actually translated it, and it means at home in wherever this Bavarian province is. So that's what I have in the title, in fact. So yeah, you have this little chapel, this little church, I guess it is. That's what it looks like. And then you can go down this little path. Shadow of Dogs, howdy. Good to see you. You can go down here, and then you can see right away you're in town. And if we just, let's see, I'm going to try to get us over to... Oh, is there another church right here? I think there is. Yeah, there is. Another church here with organ playing. Playing some, I guess that's J.S. Bach, right? I just passed. There. This is the dealership. And you see you've got some tractors. You can't, they are real tractors. It says that they're owned by me, but you can't get into them, so you can't actually use them as far as I can tell. You can, however, get into this, and you can use it, so that's nice. I've seen other maps that let you basically borrow the forklift. All right, let's take a little broader look now that we've taken kind of initial detailed look. Here is the map itself. I believe it is a 2x map. It might look like a 4x map, but these are actually rather small fields, and there are a lot of them. There's 129 of them, in fact. We'll go to the ModHub description page here in just a second. Waylon Timlick, howdy, Waylon. Good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. While we're on here, so you can see here's the dealership here. We started out right over here in this little hilltop. Over here is the main farm. And let's see. Let's just head over to the main farm. And we'll see what we've got going on. Let's see. I want to kind of get... Okay. If we back out of here, we're looking south. So you're still kind of in town. I don't know why he decided to stop. Yeah, so here's where you come in. There is your sleep trigger. You can't go into the house. This is a cattle farm. In fact, there's 4 of them. There's one here. There is another cattle farm somewhere else. Oh, you can't see them. We'll get to that. You have to buy the fields before you see them. And I'll buy all the fields so we can see everything that's going on. Hey, Pro Gamer, you're now faulty. Okay, good to see you. Welcome back. How are you doing these days? Let's go over to... Let's see. Are we going to be able to see the monitor? Oh, okay. Let me get a... Okay. Now let's go over to the ModHub. And I had this up earlier. I had to reset my my PC. Oh, you know what? It's actually right here. Ellerbach. Welcome to Ellerbach in beautiful German Wittelsbacher Land, which is an area of Bavaria, I learned. 179 fields and a meadow, 4 farms, a BGA, lots of forest area. You can own new buildings, there's new textures. There are multi-terrain angles, which is nice. It is precision farm ready. Seasonal map objects, that's kind of cool. I have not explored that yet. Lots of selling station. There's an animal dealer, collectibles, which is cool. There's productions and a new catch crop. We'll look at that. I need to understand that a little bit better. There are some required mods. These will be loaded automatically when you load it from the ModHub. It'll say, hey, there's other mods. Do you want to load them? You just hit yes. And yep, so there we are. Let's get back into the game. Let me show you what land you own when you start a new farm mode. You start with the farmland and then field 110 and field 111. And is that a sheep pen over there that you might own? No, you don't own the sheep pen. Okay. Let's see what's going on with those fields. And I am going to turn on my hyper mode so we can go a little faster. What you're seeing is that these farms are rather small. The fields are rather small. And yeah, it's almost kind of like a German version of an English map is what it feels like. So here's a field. What is this in the middle? Oh, you have a little pond in the middle with some nice little frog sounds. That's pretty cool. This is that sheep pen that you don't own. So there's, I guess, a grass field, and then you have a regular field. Wow, okay, so pretty small, pretty humble beginnings here. This is our map. Here is our equipment. We've got a plow, trailer, cultivator, seeder. What is that? That is a windrow, I think. What else do we have? We have a couple of bunker silos. We have some forestry equipment. Like I said, there are some forestry areas on here. We have the Deutzfahr topliner combine. Looks like this is a tedder. And if we go into tractors, are they in here? No, this is going to be our cow barn. Where are our tractors? Looks like they are, oh, they're here. Here we go. Nice. Look at this. You get a forage wagon. Very cool. You get a fertilizer spreader. You get a sprayer. You get a smaller trailer. You get a mower. Nice. And look at this, Valtras, one of my favorite brands. You get, what is this? You get a G series and you get an N series. Nice. Looks like you can repair. Is this for repairs? No. Oh, that's for maybe buying gas? It is. It's a petrol tank. Oh, you can refill the silo. There we go. All right. That's kind of cool. So you're pretty well equipped. I mean, it's small equipment, but it's everything you need, in my opinion. Let's look at where the cows go. I'm going to fill this up with some cows just so we see what that looks like. Where is my animal dialogue? That's got to be around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Okay. Let's buy a few of these guys. Holds 120 cows. So we'll buy a bunch of them just to see them where they go. All right. So here is their pen area. Pretty good size. Everything is customized, which is really cool. I like to see that. All right. You've got a small shed for equipment, I guess. This looks like your manure, where your manure pile is. Here's your dialogue. Let's see. Here looks like where you drop your food and probably your straw as well. That's what that's looking like. Here's where you pick up your slurry. Ooh, let's see. Maybe you'd, I don't know what you do here. You do something here. You can open this door. That's cool. Guess there's like your little milk. Got your little control center. Also cool. Nothing to do there. All right. What do you guys think so far? And I need to check in with our chat here. Finnish farmer says Valtra equals best. Can't argue with that. Others might. I mean, I just know him from Farm Sim. All right, so there is farm number 1. Let's take a little drive around the town, and then we will look at the other farms. Like I said, there's 3 others. If you guys have any questions, let me know. We're learning about this together. This is looks like a production area. That's the bakery. Let me get a big version of the map up here. Aha, got you. Finnish farmer. Emphasis on Finnish. Valtra is a Finnish brand, is it not? Let's drive into town. Just to see what's going on. I love the rolling hills. Now, I watched a few reviews of this map when it was in FS19. I watched one from Sealy P. I watched one from Farmer Klein, I think it was. And, hey, there's Pleasant View Farms. Hey, hey. Sorry I missed you earlier. Yeah, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you are well. There's something interesting. I don't know what that is. Is that, like, something you can open? Doesn't look like it. No. Look at all the detail of just, like, each of these homes. I don't even know if there's repeats, but, I mean, let's look at all the detail. Look at this restaurant. All the seating. There's a menu. Children's area. Yeah, all these little back alleys. A lot of placeables, cars. There's, you know, just stuff. It looks lived in, you know? That always appeals to me. I have lost my vehicle. Where is my vehicle? It is... There it is. I'm not going to explore every inch of this map for 2 reasons. One, that's really boring to watch in a live stream. Also, this whole live stream would, you know, be really long. And number 2, that would kind of spoil everything for you. The idea is for you to get enough sense of this map to go, oh, that's something I definitely want to play. Or, nope, not my cup of tea, I'll pass. This looks like some kind of selling area, loading area. Whoops, sorry. I'm trying to find our dealership. I think it's right. No, this is something else. There's our dealership. So there's our dealership. Okay. Maybe that's enough sense of what's going on here. Let's do this. I'm gonna buy all of the fields. That way we'll be able to explore all the farms and the pens and all that good stuff. Here's some forestry area. There are a lot of forestry areas. Looks like there are a bunch of little ones if you look on the map. So we'll do a little tour, and then I think we'll settle in. We'll do a little bit of farming. And then, yeah, it'll probably be time to say goodbye by that time. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to buy all the fields. There's an easy way to do that in easy development controls is you go to, excuse me, the fields farmland menu, and you go to set farmland owner, and for farmland you select my farm all, hit the checkbox. Now you own all the farms. See? Own all the fields. Now, can you buy the outer ring? No, you cannot. Can you buy these? No, you cannot. Okay, so anything that's not blue, you're not able to buy, because I'm not able to click on it. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's look at the other farms. This is our farm right here. We did a real quick tour of that. Right next to it is another cow farm. And it looks like it's kind of equal sized. Let's go over there real quick. What does it look like? So it looks even tinier and more urban. Looks like that is that the same cattle barn? No, it's different. That's also cool that it is different. Pretty tight. A little smaller. We've got 2 bunker silos. Small shed. Slurry, manure. Sleep trigger. Nice that we have a sleep trigger. Yeah, all 4 farms have a sleep trigger, which is really nice. Is this open up? Nope. Does not. So here's another cattle farm. It's quite a bit smaller than the other one, it looks like. You do have a repair area, I guess. Oh, this is, again, your petrol. What is this? That's your production chain for... Oh! Is this wood chips? A BGA? I'm confused. What is this? Does it say on the map? It is a wood chip heater. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's pretty cool. So you could do your forestry and you can burn your wood chips and create power, create electricity. That's interesting. What do you guys think of that? Shane, you're giving Mars the Mission map a try. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, that's a map that we reviewed last week. Yeah, that's also quite different. Yeah, we've never reviewed a map from Mars. Haven't reviewed one from Germany or Mars until last week. Okay, so there is the other cattle barn. Looks like we got everything there. What is this? Oh, there's the bakery. Okay, so those are in pretty close proximity. Let's go to the next one. There is a pig barn, a pig farm. Here it is, right here. Now, one thing, I don't know if you've noticed this. I have not been able to find a silo of any kind on any of these farms. I mean, that looks like a silo. I think that's actually where you put pig food. Here's your animal control for your pigs. Here is your pig pen. Oh, we didn't see how many it holds. How many pigs does that hold? It holds 108. Okay. What else do we have? Looks like we've got shed with, what is this? Is this that same? So this is the same. This has the wood chip heater, right? Yeah, this is the wood chip heater. Okay. And a sleep trigger. Wow, so even a smaller footprint on this pig farm. Really, I mean, it's really just right across the street from the church. Okay. I don't know if we have any German viewers, or if people who are familiar with with Bavaria or with this province. Let me know. Is this how farms look in the area? Are they really this small and this compact and this urban? let's go look at the final farm. We'll do that, and then I'm going to tell you about some changes I noticed from the FS19 version. So way over here, so here's cow farm, your main one. Here's the other one. Over here's the pig farm. Over here is a third cow farm. Now this one looks like it's more out in the countryside. It also looks a little more sprawling, I'll say, initially. What do we have here? Nice big shed. 3 bunker silos. This looks like the cow barn that was on our first main farm. Oh, I do think, I can't talk today. I do think there are some controls. Maybe these are they right here. What does this do? This turns on the lights. Okay, so we have lights. Do we have... Also thought we had automated screens. Let's see if I can find controls for that. Maybe not. The FS19 version had these screens would raise. Let's see. Maybe if I get a trigger just by going up to them. Nope. All right. Well, so this one is, like I said, a little more sprawling, a little more open. What else do we have here? Where is our farmhouse? I'm assuming we have one, since that's a cool looking tree. Oh, this must be it right here. There it is. There's our sleep trigger. So if I were going to pick farms to start out on, I would probably choose this one, just because it's a little more suburban. Hey, Corpnut. Howdy. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We are in Germany today, and we're checking out this new map. Extreme levels of detail. I definitely get like a German vibe from it. Yeah, so the fields out here, are they a little bigger? Yes and no. I mean, they're probably the same size, but there's a lot of them that are that you could join together. Like these right here, you could easily join together. These you could easily join together. Okay, I mentioned that there is a new crop type, and it's called catch crop. Literally called catch crop. Is catch crop a thing? I know cash crop is a thing, but catch crop. I've heard that thrown around. I don't know if that means something specific. It has the same icon as oilseed radish. I don't even know what it's used for. I don't even know if it's something that you sell, but let's look and see if it's listed here. I would think it's going to be. I don't see it, which is interesting. So is it just like oilseed radish? It's just kind of like something to condition the soil? Because yeah, there is not a place to sell it. We could try it. We could just turn one of these fields into catch crop and see what it looks like. I think I'm gonna do that right now. What field are we in? We are in field 141. Let's just play around with that one. Why not? 141. So 141, we're gonna set it to be catch crop. Nice beer and sausage coming right up. Woo, yummy. Hey, there's Twin Gaming. You're coming back from LARN. Don't know what that means, but I'm glad you're coming back from wherever you say you're coming back. All right. You had fun when you went to Germany, Corpnut. Nice. Yeah, not just a beer, but a nice German beer. Let's see what a catch crop is about. So there's a ready to harvest 1 and 2. I wonder if this could be maybe like alfalfa or something where you cut it and you just roll it and it turns into chaff or it turns into grass. You've been to Germany a few times, Finnish farmer. Okay. I've been to Germany, but I've never been outside of like an airport, a hotel, or a company lobby or conference room. Because I've only been there on business. Well, I take that back. I was in Berlin. We did drive through the city, but again, I didn't stop to see anything. I didn't really spend any time there, unfortunately. I was in Stuttgart. I was in Berlin. I want to say I was in Hanover, but I don't remember. It was a whirlwind working tour. You played the bad guys to big army, got chased by a Bradley at night, was so much fun as a grunt. Oh. Okay. Like a Bradley tank. I'm going to see what this looks like. What does this look like? Whoa. Really? That looks like everything. You got some sunflowers, you got some weeds. My goodness. That's interesting. So this is growth stage 4 out of 5. This is for forage only. Let's see what happens if we make it ready to harvest 1. Okay, looks a little bit different. So that's 3 out of 5 forage. So it is a forage crop. Interesting. I wonder if you mow it. We're going to find out. We are going to find out. Let's go back to... Oh, no, let's not. Let's explore the rest of this map to our satisfaction, and then we're going to jump into our starting farm, and we'll do a little bit of farm work, and we'll play around with that, whatever that catch crop is. Okay, so you've got an animal dealer. Let's go visit, see what that looks like. Get rid of that. Again, nice and concise, really, really cool. These look like custom buildings, and I'm always impressed by that. Look, is that painted on? Oh no, it's just ivy on the wall. So yeah, really tight, small area for your animal dealer. What else do we have here? We've got a restaurant. That's probably a sell point, a point of selling stones. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, cool. So it is literally just a heap of stones, and I see logs as well. Cool. We saw the sheep barn. What is this out here? I don't know. Erlebach, that's the area. I don't know what that means. Let's go see if we can learn what that means by looking at it. Oh. Is this a hotel? Hotel or a... I don't know. Somebody do a quick Google Translate on that. It looks like a hotel. And the thumbnail I made for this video, I think, is of this hotel. Is it not? Yeah. Yeah, I came out over here. I can get over there. I don't know if I can. I thought this was it. No, maybe not. Maybe it was another place. It's pretty. Very cool. All right. Enough of that. Spinnery. That might just be the regular standard spinnery. Let's see. Yeah, that one looks kind of standard. Oh, it's cheese? What did it say, though? It said... Oh, I see. You're saying this part means cheese. Okay. So our spinnery is there. What else do we have? That's the farm we went to. This out here, this is your biogas plant. Let's go check that out. I will be thoroughly impressed if this is a custom BGA. It looks like they've taken the modules and made a custom BGA. Some really nice bunker silos, really big ones. You've got some extra storage. Cool. All right, let's continue. What do we have here? We've got a machine hall with workshop and a machine hall with workshop. Yeah, if we look at that, I looked at this earlier. If I can get into it. There we go. Yeah, so here's your fuel, and then I guess this is the workshop. Oh, okay, you can get into it. I just didn't properly open it. There we go. That's pretty cool. Very realistic. All right. Cheese factory. I guess. I mean, that's a fancy cheese factory. But that's maybe what it says. Point of selling straw. So here's your straw sell point. Okay. Very Bavarian looking building. Some traditional looking stuff. Oh, there's a collectible right there. So we found a horse. We got $1,000 for that. Okay, nice. I imagine there's many more. That's not gonna open. Let's see what else we got. Here is... Okay, so when it says consumables, I actually checked this out. You can, when it says consumables, you can buy seed and solid fertilizer here, which is really cool, in bulk, which is really nice. And then this right here is, where is it? Right here, you can buy petrol. You can buy your fuel, your diesel. This looks like a sell point of some sort. And there's, I think, GLW. Yeah, that looks like some kind of like a grain mill or something. Okay. There's a lot going on down here. Gas station, another consumables, and then a Strike lager, and lime station. So yeah, you can also buy bulk lime here. And I actually tested this out. Yeah, you just bring your trailer in here and you just hit fill and it pay for it as you go. This looks like another sell point. Then it's interesting that, oh, it almost looks like you actually use this. I wonder if you can actually use that, or it could just be like those tractors were before, where it's kind of a vehicle, but you can't really own it or use it. It just kind of sits there. Okay, this I haven't figured out, and I have not even looked at it. But let's see what this is about. There's some beehives over here. I'm going to have to teleport over there. There's not a trigger you can visit. So let's just come over here. Was it here? Abouts? Is that right? I got close. So it's down here. Okay, so these are actually little beehive houses. That's pretty cool. Place one to receive. Okay, so yeah, you haven't placed your pallet collection. I wonder if we own these. Don't know. There's another collectible. I'm not going to discover all the collectibles for you guys. That's for you guys to figure out. All right, I don't know the whole story on this, but I'm going to guess you can somehow own those beehives and plant your canola or your other crops that like bees, get a little bump on your yield, and be able to sell some honey. And this looks like a little forestry area. No, that's the edge of the map. Okay, cool. All right, bees. I think we did it, guys. I think we went all the way around. What about this? Yeah, we did that. This is an interesting area over here. I wonder what that is. Let's go just see what that's about. Could it be a vineyard? Possibly. I don't know. Oh, it's a solar farm. Interesting. Wow. Okay. And I'm kind of stuck. There we go. The solar farm, guys. Interesting. Okay. Is this where I was? I'm trying to find where I was when I took a picture for the thumbnail. It was really pretty. I thought maybe it was here. Let me see if I can actually get over there. Okay. I'm starting to go down the rabbit hole. It might have been here. Yeah, this is it. So yeah, this is where I took the thumbnail. And this is our cheese factory that we think it's called. That looks like a mountain of cheese, doesn't it? Okay, so anyway, there is a whirlwind tour of Erlenbach. Big Rebel, sorry I missed you when you came in. Good to see you. Yeah, long time no see. How have you been? And there is Tracer96. Howdy, Trace. Good to see you. It's a solar farm until the hailstorm comes in. That's true. All right, let's do some farming. Let's now you'll notice. Oh, I need to bring our. Let's bring our guy back to our home farm here. I'm probably gonna end up in traffic. Yeah. Got pretty close. So here's our farm. Let's do, you know what I feel like doing is some grass work. It has been a while, so I know we've got a mower. I wonder if one of our vouchers will go backwards. Well, I don't know if our mower's the kind of... No, it's not a butterfly one, so it doesn't really much matter. Which of these is the bigger of the two? You know, we kind of looked at our items, but we didn't look at it this way. So they're both small tractors. So the N155 is 165 horsepower, and the G105 is 110 horsepower. So pretty small. You're not gonna get much more work out unless you with bigger implements than unless you upgrade your tractors. Can I get through here? Let's find out. Looks like I can. Just barely. Good enough. All right, and let's see. Where is our mower? I see it. Ooh, how are we going to get to that? Will this door move? Let's see if I can move this door. Yeah, there it goes. Now we're good. Do a little bit of mowing and maybe some tedding. We don't have, or we could put it in the BG in the bunker silo. That sounds fun. Let's do that. And I think one of our fields already is grass. If not, I will make it grass. But I think 111 is grass. Is it? It is indeed. Is it ready for harvest? It is not. Well, we're going to fix that. We're going to make one. We're going to make, at least it doesn't have stones in it. Doesn't have weeds in it. That's nice. It does need lime, but it's grass. Does it matter? And I don't believe, no, I do not have precision farming turned on. You're farming and watching the stream, says Finnish Farmer. Cool. All right, let's see. 111. Let's set the fruit type on that. And we're going to do a lot of clicking here. I wish I could move my wheel and make this go, but nope, you got to click. All right, 111 is grass. We're going to make it ready to harvest 2. We'll make it fully fertilized. We'll make it limed. That all looks good. We already own it. Let's go. There I am in my nice Valtra jumpsuit. Let's fight the traffic and get out there. Here it is. Cool. So, is this a customized texture? It looks like that could be a customized grass texture. What do you guys think? I'm thinking it is. And hopefully these bollards, yeah, good. The bollards don't have collisions in them. That's always good. That would be a pain in the rear if they had collisions on them. What do you guys think about this map? What do you have some questions that we can learn the answers to while we're all here? One question I always ask myself is this a map where I could see myself spending a few hours, you know, to many hours playing? I could see myself playing a few hours on this map. I don't know that I would put hundreds, but I'll tell you, I do crave small fields from time to time. And I also crave non-American fields from time to time. And traditionally, I've been scratching that itch with French maps, and specifically with the Black Sheep modding maps. The Old Stream Farm and the Valley of the Old Farm are like 2 of my go-tos. I have spent hundreds of hours on both of those maps. There are some German maps that you know are this good, maybe even a little better. I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't really get into a lot of German maps. I know that there is a lot of good ones. Giant Software is a German company. There's a huge German gamer base, and also there's a lot of German modders, a lot of German YouTube content creators and live streamers. So I just have not really spent the time doing that. You know what? I'm going to start going this way now. Big Rebel says, not your cup of tea. Fair enough. You know? That's why you watch map reviews, right? So you can decide, is this something I should look into, or am I wasting my time? I could see myself maybe putting, I don't know, I could probably go like, you know, all 4 seasons on this map, and then I would probably just see how I feel about it at that point. But I would say it would be worth trying out. I would probably not pick this farm. I'd probably pick that last cow farm that we looked at. You don't like narrow roads. Big Rebel, I do not either. And I think that's why I would gravitate to that fourth farm that we looked at, because it's more out in the open. It's not in town. You're not going to be running into traffic. You're not going to be squeezing implements and tractors and combines around corners. At least it's not like a UK map where you've got hedges with collisions on them. That's a pain in the butt. Hey, there's Crofter. Howdy, Crofter. Welcome in. How are you? Corpnet says that you like the small to medium maps and the large ones also. Yeah, that's kind of where I am. It just kind of depends what mood I'm in. I mean, I like American maps just because it's what I'm used to seeing. You know, I can get nostalgic around an American map, but by the same token, I guess I could say. I don't know if that's a perfect phrase. They're all big fields. I mean, American farms are big, just so that they make financial sense in real life. For whatever reason, European, UK farms, they're able to, and it may be because there is better support of small farms, family farms, and they're able to earn a wage more easily. I don't know. Whoops. There we go. I have no idea if I'm staying in the lines or not, but I'll just go in inside cab here for a little while. How do we do? Well, not too bad. Let's keep going. I just want to keep that right wheel right at the border, and that seems to work okay for the most part. Crofter says, you are good. How am I? I'm doing great. I've had a good week, feeling good. I didn't sleep well, but that's purely my fault. I stayed up. I'm gonna embarrass myself. I stayed up till 4 in the morning playing Stardew Valley. These Stardew Valley fans in the chat. I am new to that game, and so I downloaded it. It's like, yeah, I'll give it a try. Well, 12 hours later, I would say that I like it. I like chill games where there's not, low stress. There's an amount of accomplishment that you feel. Yeah, it's a cute little game. It's certainly not a farm sim. I mean, it is a farming simulator game, but it is much more. And as far as farming simulation goes, it's extremely basic. It in no way tries to be a realistic simulator. So yeah, I got to bed at 4 this morning, and then I had a doctor's checkup appointment at 9 o'clock this morning. So I got up at the absolute latest I could. I got up at 8:15. My doctor is literally like a 9-minute drive from my house. So I got up at 8:15. I didn't even drink coffee. I drank a glass of water, put on some clothes and a baseball cap, and went to my appointment. Shane, you're asking, is it coming to console? If you're asking if this map is coming to console, currently it is not available on console. But as I mentioned, The FS19 version of this map, which I think was maybe originally for PC, was released for console. It is, as you can tell just from the level of detail, it's a pretty high slot count, the FS19 version, so I would expect that the FS22 version is as well. So I would say it could be in the cards that this will get released. It's really going to be up to the modders, though, if they want to do that or not. If they have a Facebook page or a Discord page, you could probably go there, and they've probably already attempted to answer that question. If not, you could ask them there. I just don't know. Corbin says the tractor you grew up using a Ford 640 had only 31 horsepower. Wow. Yeah, it's surprising what you can get done with just a few horses of tractor power. You just can't get, you're just not going to get it done as quickly, but you can get a lot done. I watched a very, very good PBS documentary. PBS is kind of like the BBC in the UK. It's our public radio station. Nowhere nearly as big in scope as BBC. But anyway, state of Iowa PBS did a documentary on the history of tractors. Actually, they call it Tractor Wars, and it came from like the very beginning of like steam-powered tractors all the way to kind of the modern era of, you know, why it is that Case IH and John Deere are basically, you know, the two biggest brands that are left that originally started out. And it's very well done. It's called, if you want to Google it, it's there's a YouTube, they release it on YouTube. It's just called Tractor Wars. If you just search on PBS Tractor Wars, you'll find it. But yeah, it's like an hour-long, very, very good documentary. Anyway, the reason I said that is it talks about some of the tractors, like some of them had like 2 pistons and had like 10 horsepower. In fact, it was a big deal when mechanized tractors could do the work of 2 horses. You know, because traditionally you had 2 horses pulling a plow, pulling whatever implement you had. Hey, there's Cranky. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Cranky, how are you? How is your day? Cranky, did you play this map when it was on FS19? I'm just curious to know. Ellerbach was released originally for FS19. The FS19 version is a bit different. You can actually look at the maps themselves, and they do vary. I mean, they did some adjusting, some refinement to get this version that we have for FS22. I think their focus in FS19 was to make this more of a multiplayer server map. And the reason I say that is they had 7 farms originally, believe it or not. And they were all pre-made. And if you started this map in multiplayer mode, the multiplayer farms were already predefined with names, and I think with starting fields and dollar amounts. So basically it was ready to go. I loaded this up in multiplayer just to see if any of that remained, and yes, you do still have the farms, but I mean, you only have 4 farms now. There's no equipment. You just get money. There's no. The only farm that has equipment is this one that we're on. So, yeah. It's a little half-baked in the multiplayer server port from FS19, but certainly capable. There's Grant. Howdy, Grant. Good to see you. And also, most of you were in the live stream we did late Sunday, yesterday. So, good to see everyone again. Those of you who were there. Why did I turn off? Did not mean to turn it off. All right, we're just about done here. I am going to windrow this up, and we're going to stick it in the bunker silo. That's a nice shot. The rolling hills. It's a very pretty map, very detailed map. A lot of customized features to it. I have seen German maps that are equally, if not more detailed. There's one that starts with a G. It's big. I want to say it's a 4X map. And I know Daggerwind did a very long series on it. It might have even been a competitive multiplayer series with Chainsaw. If you guys recognize what I'm saying, that map is impressive. And you know what? I personally played on that map, and I enjoyed it very much. The fields are bigger than what you get here. Yeah, I want to say I probably put a good 40 hours on that map. And it was Daggerwind that turned me onto it. Let's see. Nope, 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 nope. I just want to lower it, lower it. Well, I'll just drop it. There we go. Okay. Now we want to windrow. So let's do that. I think, is this the windrower? This looks like the windrower right here. It is a tiny windrower. You know, this might be where I'm going to trade it in for something else. What is the width on this thing? Oh, it's so tiny. You know what? This is what the modders wanted us to start with. I'll start with it. Old Cranky, did I start early? No, I did not. I did not know that your clocks went forward just now. Thank you for making me aware of that. I will need to correct my time stamps, you know, in my announcement. Yeah, it's crazy. New Zealand, the UK, and US all have different times when we do start and stop daylight savings time. And I have a hard time keeping track, but I will not make that mistake again, Cranky. No, I started at 3 p.m. my time. So I guess you guys went forward an hour, right? Let me unfold this. There we go. All right, this is going to be slow and painful. That's all right. I'm not going to be working this farm for a long time. We are simply going to... How am I doing? So we want it about right there. Okay. Let's see if I can hold that. If I miss a little bit, I'm not going to worry. Not doing too bad, I must say. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh. Alright, I'm just gonna look for this. There we go. I'm leaning into my steering. You steer better if you lean a little bit. You fall back next weekend, Grant. Oh. So maybe not yet? I will tune into my world clocks and just make a note of that, whatever the situation may be. I think I'm gonna keep my camera out wide now just so we can kind of take in the beauty of this map. Really, really pretty. A lot going on. There's our cows. We're gonna make some yummy silage for them. And I think I'm gonna double around since not just the widest windrower. We'll just we'll go twice this way and maybe once the other direction. You fall back next weekend. Got it, Grant. Everybody's falling back at different times. Yeah, we did ours, was it 2 weeks ago? It's been a while. We're using Finnish Farmers' favorite tractor brand, Valtra. And this is these are the tractors that you get by default in New Farmer mode. I would think that you would get like a Fendt or a Kloss or something like that, but no. It's Valtra, baby. And I had thought that Valtra was a major brand, and you know they had pretty good market share in Germany, but I also know they're competing against two powerhouse German brands. It was March 10th. Thank you, Cranky. Yes, that feels right. I don't share a lot of personal life stuff. I share a fair amount, but I certainly don't like air my dirty laundry. But I think I have mentioned, maybe even in just passing, that my downstairs apartment neighbor is very sensitive to any noise that comes from my apartment, which is on the second floor above him. And his response to that, oh, wait. I'm going to go the other direction now. His response to that is banging furiously on the wall to the point where my entire apartment shakes. And I have heard him say like very explicit, very loud screamings. And it's simply just like me typing on a keyboard. So I don't know how he can hear that, but anyway, the fit is not good. Long story short, he's put in his notice. I think he moves out next weekend. I'm very happy about that. Shane, it's not yet daylight savings time in New Zealand. Yeah, you guys have just a bit longer to go. Liberating some coffee from the kitchen. All right, we'll see you in just a bit. Grant, I just had my cup of afternoon coffee. I don't normally drink coffee in the afternoon, but as I mentioned earlier, I got 4 hours of sleep, so you know, these are extraordinary times, and I need extra coffee. Okay, so we got a pretty good row here. That's three windrow widths. Don't want to go any higher than that, because it might overwhelm our forage wagon, which is not big. Hang on, I need yet more caffeine. Wow. Any good April Fool's jokes? It is April Fool's Day. Just so you know, I hate April Fool's Day because I hate being pranked. I don't like it. I don't care if it's in good, all just in good fun. I don't like it. I can't tell you why. I just don't. You want to make me mad? Pull a April Fool's prank on me. I checked into my doctor's office this morning, and this sweet old lady, Karen. I mean, I've known all the ladies that work in that front office, and they're all lovely people. She's processing me, and she's like, Scott, did you know that the governor of Texas has moved the date of the solar eclipse from April 7th to, I don't know what she said, May 5th. Did you hear about that? And I knew right away she was joking me, even though I hadn't had much sleep, because my father and I are going to go see the eclipse next week from today. So I went, ha ha, April Fools. You love that? You hate neighbors like that, Corpnut? Yes. Oh, man. It's like you live in an apartment. You're going to hear some noise. Get over it and get used to it. I'm not going to confront this person because they seem to have an inability to control their anger. So I'm just not going to go there. If I just hold out another few days, it will no longer be a problem. See, you know, when I first jump into this small equipment, it's like, oh no, this is going to take forever. But you know what? I'm enjoying this. I really am. You just know you're going to be here a little while. Yes, if I had a 12-meter windrow, yeah, this would be done in like a minute and a half. But you know what? How realistic is that? No farmer with a field this small is going to use a windrower that large. And they're also not going to have, you know, a John Deere 8R tractor to do it, right? I'm just saying. So if you get in the right spirit of it, it's actually quite enjoyable. I'm just looking, I probably should have a front weight on this tractor. And you know what? Actually, I had that question. Do we get... Yeah, we do. We do get a weight. We get a 1.1 ton weight. That's good. I'm glad to see that. Let's all just pretend I have it on the front of my tractor. And I missed a little bit. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, problem solved, Corpnut. Attrition has its way of solving problems. All right, I think this time I'm just going to go around once on each side, and then I'm going to pick these up, and then I'll do my rows. That way we've got everything out of the way. What you see straight ahead of you, that building, is a sheep pen. It's not part of this farm. It's its own thing. You can add it later on. I kind of like that. So you could expand this cow farm to include a sheep pen, if you so choose. Any cats around you? Oh, hang on. I got to catch up with the chat here. What's going on here? Trey says, the only neighbors you have issues with are ones who can't train their dogs to shut up. Oh, so I have a dog. I have neighbors not next to me, but like one more beyond. And I actually met them like the day they moved in. This adorable newlywed couple, and they adopted a dog from the shelter, and he's got issues. I think, you know, he wasn't raised in a wonderful environment. So anyway, whenever they're gone, which is usually like Friday nights, Saturday nights, that dog will bark and howl literally all night long. But I've grown up around dogs, and I don't know if that's why, but I'm able to filter it out. I don't really mind hearing a dog bark. And I know who they are. They're sweet people. They rescued a dog. The dog's just not used to being alone. I mean, maybe it was a COVID dog. You know what I mean when I say a COVID dog? When lockdown happened, the adoption of pets just skyrocketed. And those pets were so used to their owners being with them at home. And then once everyone started going back to work, there were like separation anxiety issues. So I wonder if maybe that dog has a little bit of that going on. I don't know. Corpnet says your dog's quiet unless someone shows up. Then she calms down real quick. Any cats around? You see one occasionally, but you don't know where it lives. Your two whippets hate cats, Cranky. Okay, well, that's kind of natural. You had to make your yard gate 2 feet higher. Yeah, I've seen whippets jump. They can jump straight up like 6 feet. Like, it's crazy, the dexterity they have. All right, so this is done. Let's get this put aside. The other tractor is smaller than this one, so I think I'm just gonna swap out implements. That other one's only like 110 horsepower. I don't think that's gonna pull a Forge Wagon very well. You know what though? I'll get the small one out and pull the do the windrower with it next time. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so let's drop this. Scott, you should get Scott, I should get some pics from your cousin near Houston who worked for NASA. Oh, cool. Very cool. That would be neat to see. Yeah, post them on the Discord if you feel inclined to do that, Corpnut. Trace, you've always had people around you with untrained pets. Yeah, you know, it's just the world we live in. The rest of the time, they're plastic couch potatoes. Funny, Cranky. Oops. Oh, so cool that this exists, but not at all what I needed. Yes, Trace, this is a German map. It is set in a region of Bavaria, like a specific area. I don't think this is like geo-accurate, but I think it's like representational of that area. I don't think this is an actual town. Oh, there's our weight. I'm gonna need that for the, oh look, there's all our implements in a nice little row. That's kind of cute. All right, let's get in here. Pretty tight quarters. There is our forage wagon. Hello. Oh, I have to do this. And then I think I have to do... Is this going to open? There we go. All right. I have no idea what the capacity of this forage wagon is. I want to say, just from memory, it's like 28,000. Let's look. Just so we know what we're working with here. It is 23. I was close. 23,000. So I'm just going to kind of plan our entrance here. So we could nose in and then back up. All right, so I'm all right with that. All right, let's get in here. Let's turn her on and bring the pickup down and get busy. Forage wagon only needs 90 horsepower. Oh, so we could have done it with the smaller one. But, you know, this is what I was going through in my head. The windrower needs only 35 horsepower. So I would take the smaller horsepower tractor, the G series, and hook it up to the windrower. And that's what we're going to do. And we'll use this N series with the forage wagon. That way you've got like a little extra power for both implement setups. All right, we're already 64% full. Wonder if, well, I was going to see if this can reverse. Don't know if it can. Even if it does, I may not be able to tell because it's usually it's an option that you add. All right, we are full. Yeah, this is where the extra horsepower comes in handy. We're struggling just a bit up this hill. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do, hopefully this will work out, come through here, and then, I think I'm just going to go with this, I'm just going to go straight back, like that. I can't see behind me, so I'm just going to do it this way. Get right over here on this edge. There we go. All right. Let's do it. Now the other Valtra has a front loader on it. And we have attachments over here. So in fact, we have a bucket, so that's good. Let's see. Okay, sometimes this happens. So we're empty, but it hasn't like reset. I think when we leave the bunker there. So I don't know if this is done on purpose, but it always leaves this one little bitty bit, and it's almost like, hey, this is a real world situation. We never get 100% in there. We always have to leave a little bit right here. And so it always ends up doing it. So I was just wondering if, like, did Giants mean to do that on purpose? Or is it just a weird little idiosyncrasy? Little, I won't even call it a bug. Just a little interesting, weird thing that it does. And we'll go this way now. Oh. Ooh. Can we get all this? I don't know if the pickup's going to be wide enough. Yeah, maybe. And we got 90% of it. Good enough. All right. You need to roll Corp Nut. All right. Well, thank you for all the support and participating in the chat, Corp Nut. You're a great member of this community. Thanks again. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay well, stay healthy. Catch you next time. So earlier I said that I would probably not start at this farm and I would start at the other one. But I don't know. I could do this farm. I was thinking it's a little tight, it's a little small. It is tight and it is small, but it is manageable. That's what I'm learning here right away. It is laid out well enough. As you can see, we can get it done. I'll just do that. Is it still going to leave it? Let's see. Is it still going to leave a little bit? No. Okay. That's an obvious solution. You just close it up manually instead of it doing it automatically. Problem solved. Kinda. Alright, where did I leave off? Right here. It's been a while since I've done grass work, and man, I just really like it. I remind myself how much I like it every time I do it. It's like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun. I think Giants did a really good job, a really good job of implementing grass work. They made it fun. It's got, I think, a good amount of realism to it, but it's not like overwhelming. I like there's multiple steps. I like the way the implements operate. I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I like grasswork so much. Excuse me. Shane says, today you don't have school. You don't have school today? That's kind of nice. That last bit was purely to annoy you, says Trace. Are you talking about the little bit of grass that gets left? Or are you talking about something completely different? I see the chat, and I always see them later, so I don't know, like, exactly what the context is. Yeah, the grass. All right, we're at 92%. I'm gonna get this little piece here, this little piece there. We'll get close enough to 100. It'll be all right. 93%, that's close enough. We will, let's see, there is a little bit up here though, I think. Is there not? Maybe I already got it. Oh, there's a pretty big blob right here. Let's get that. Definitely want to get that. There's another little blob right here. It still doesn't even raise it 1%, does it? All right, enough tomfoolery. Let's just get this in the bunker. I really want to do this in cab, but I can't. I mean, the rear view mirrors, can't move them, I don't think. Not easily. Can't even see that one because of the equipment in the way. So, yeah. No chance of that happening. So maybe after this, maybe we whoa, Scott, what are you doing? Maybe after this we do a little compacting, flattening out. So if I can go right down the middle. We have enough power to do it? Kinda, yeah, we do. Yeah. There's a lot of room back there that I want to get, and I don't want to spill it out the back. No, I'm safe. I'm good. Let's do it. We'll probably just fill that hole back there. Not having to do much. No, it almost all went. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that time it closed all the way. I don't know. Giants, I can't make sense of what's going on. Okay, am I pushing my luck if I tell Courseplay to compact this silo for us? I'm going to go ahead and just tell it to, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. You know what? No, I'm not. That's just way too complex. I'm gonna have to like make a little mini course for it, and yeah, let's just put this up and let's just see what's going on. So we're already 20% compacted. 22. Oh yeah, this will compact. 23. This will compact pretty quickly. We're not even gonna get it to 100%. I'm mostly doing this just to flatten it out. And I think I'm gonna back in. There we go. This would be a good time to implement that backwards driving, reversible maneuvering, or whatever you call it, that Valtra is famous for. We've already got almost 68,000 liters of grass in here. I'm going to say we'll probably double that. Let me see what we have left. Oh yeah, we're probably more than halfway done. So we'll probably have... we'll have over 200,000, maybe a little over 200,000 liters is what I'm guessing. There's Dylan, excuse me. Dylan, how you doing? Welcome in. Glad to have you. Sorry I mispronounced your name earlier. Ooh, that looked really ugly just then. For 73%, I'm not going to go much longer than that. Okay. Just because we can and we should, let's get the little tractor out and we will finish up the windrowing with him. This guy right here. Distinctly different motor engine sound, which is cool. Okay, I don't have GPS. That's all right. We don't need it. It's unfolded. And let's do a few out and backs. This isn't going to take too long. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great on time. I hired a worker just now. I did not mean to do that. I want to do this myself. You know, doing grass work, we're not going to really be able to put the multi-angle... I need to... I'm getting tired is what's happening, folks. Okay, now we're good. The multi-terrain textures. Not quite going to get to see that since we're doing grass work, but they are there, we are told. You can hear the pond noises as we go by. Good sound effects. Let's see. Gonna line it up. We've got that pond. Oh, I know. I'll just bring it in tight when we get there. Let's see. Is it going to catch that? Oh, it is. Nice. Okay. I'll just stay tight to it then. See, I think I will do this. I'm gonna make 2 passes the same direction over here. You know what? No, I could get it from that side. I can get it. Does it annoy you that I talk to myself? I do that a lot. I tend to do that a lot. Yeah, that's gonna work out. Looks good. Good strategy, good strategy. All right, what is left? Not much. Not much, Scott. I'm not very talkative now, am I? I didn't eat very much lunch. I think I may just be out of fuel, too. I always ask myself, do I have a third live stream in me this week? And I always want to say yes, but the truth is, if I'm honest with myself, is it really just depends how the week goes. So I'll let you guys know. For the longest time, I've always wanted it to be so that we've got a Sunday and Monday live stream, and then a third, a little more impromptu evening stream one week, weeknight. You know, like maybe a Wednesday or a Thursday, something like that. I can just never promise because I never know how I'm gonna be feeling. You tried playing Mission on Mars map. It was boring. Okay, Shane. I decided not to play it anymore. I don't know if it was because it was boring or if it was just not my kind of game. I think it was just a little too different. Familiarity, I like, you know, being able to jump into a game and go, oh, okay, I know how this works. The Mars map is so different. How your cell points are, how the animals are handled. I just couldn't get into that. So I understand what you're saying, Shane. Hey, there's Scouse. Scouse, I don't know if I missed your oh, you did. You said howdy long ago. I so apologize for that, Scouse. I missed you. How are you doing? It's okay until you start asking and answering questions in your own head. Yeah, if you start arguing with yourself, like, you know, and you start raising your own voice to yourself, that's when you might need to go talk to somebody. I'm not to that point yet. When I play smaller fields and smaller maps like this, I have to kind of change my goals. Because normally I just want to like conquer the whole map, right? I want to be able to buy every field and fill up every silo and fill up all the animal pens and, you know, make a bunch of money, pay off all my loans. With a small map like this, I mean, you can do that, but it's going to take a long time. I mean, there's 179 fields on this map. You're probably not going to buy all of those, and you're probably not going to do it with small equipment, you know, I mean, you can do it, but with small equipment, it's going to take you a long time. So I just say, hey, I'm gonna make a nice little farm. I'm gonna carve out a nice little living here in this town that I live in, and it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna enjoy the journey, not the destination so much. Not enjoy. My goal, my experience is the journey, not really worried about, you know, the goal. I'm still not saying that very well. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I guess we're done with this. I'm just gonna put you in here kind of haphazardly. Like that. And then let's go jump in our, where is our bigger tractor? Right here. We're almost done, guys, so I think we'll finish right at the top of the hour. Pretty close to it. That worked out pretty well. So our goal will be to finish this off, get it compacted, and get a tarp over it. And we'll call that done. I would like to think that in real life that you could mow, windrow, pick everything up, put it in the bunker, compact it, and put a tarp over it all in one working day. You probably need more than one person. I would say with at least 2, maybe 3 people, you could do it all in one day. 2 tractors, 3 people, you could do it. What do you guys think? Because I've never done this in real life. I've seen a few YouTube videos of people doing this, but it was much bigger scale, and they had like 12 people doing it, and like 4 tractors, and I don't know how many millions of liters, millions of bushels, pounds. I don't know what they were measuring. It was huge. The amount of silage they made. You were in stealth mode, Scouse. Grant, you argue with yourself all the time. You usually win. Well, that's good. Hopefully you let yourself win every once in a while. But usually you win, right? Oh, wow. We may get all this in one. Well, I'm going to say that. I think we're going to have a little bit left over. Yeah. We almost got everything left in one shot. Now we're going to have a little bit left over. That's okay. See, again, it's not about trying to do this fast. It's about enjoying the simulation of grass work. And we are full. We don't have that much left, so I'm not going to worry too much about piling it up high. In fact, I probably would have done better spreading it out a little more. It would have been easier to compact. whatever. Because it's basically this and like another 20-30% load. And that'll be the end of this. So see, it's doing that same thing. I'm just going to turn it off. I wonder if it's a thing like if the tractor is outside of the bunker, but the wagon, the forage wagon, is still inside, and then you empty, and you're empty. Does it not automatically raise by some mistake? I don't know. That's just like the computer programmer in me thinking, try to rationalize everything. Another mod folder for this map has been created. All right, Tracer, you've gone on record. I want to hear what you think of this, all right? And you don't have to like it. I just want to know, you know, looks like you're going to give it kind of a fair shake. Just want to know what you came up with. What you concluded with. 36% left. All right. Okay. Get in here a little closer. I can drive up the other side of that bunker. The other side. I can drive up the other side of it. Like the back side of it. I did notice that earlier. It takes you a few hours to get set up. Hey, that's understandable. It takes me a few hours to get set up if I'm really gonna play. When I'm doing a review, there's really, it doesn't make sense to just like completely set up. Mainly because I want to just basically play this the way it comes. You know, not picking out my favorite tractors and implements and selling this land off and buying this land and removing this building. Basically whatever's there, play it like it is, and then I'll know, do I like it the way it is? Sometimes I do. Most of the time, though, it's like, okay, that was fun, but, you know, I would sell this implement or replace that tractor. And this map is no exception. I might actually keep the Valtra, this one, but I would probably sell that smaller one and get either another one of these Valtras or maybe the next one bigger. I'd still keep it under 200 horsepower. But, you know, another 150 horsepower like this one or closer to 200 would be nice. Let's see, can we do this in cab? Probably. Ooh, that's a wild ride. Let's turn around. That'd probably be a better idea. So my in-cab field of view is very narrow. Did I open a window? No. Anyway, yeah, it just looks really narrow. I think I may have changed a setting or something. All right, we're at 82%. This shouldn't take too much longer. 89. I think like another eight or 9 passes will be done. 93. Oh, not even that. It's going pretty quick. $9,900. There we go, guys. All right. There is the blanket. All right. We did it, guys. I'll go ahead and save this. I don't think I'm going to continue the save game, but you never know. Awesome. All right, let's look at our handiwork. There we are, folks. All right. And we're just about at the top of the hour. How about that? All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any chat here. Oh, Trace, you're saying you usually keep the starting farm area, but you definitely change most of the equipment and sometimes the farm lands. Okay. You know, for me, I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'll do it just like it is. Sometimes I like sell everything and buy like, you know, a whole different parcel of land on a different part of the map. And I'll sell buildings and, you know, totally make it my own. And it's cool that you can do that for the most part in farm sim maps. And I like it when you can, I don't know if I showed this, but most of these buildings are, you can sell. See, I can sell that cow barn if I want to. And that's one thing I really like. So you say you wanted to turn this into a pig farm. You could sell this cow barn and then you could plop down either the pig barn that came with, I assumed that, but can we put down, no, yes, we can. So you can see there's a customized version of the Ellerbach pig farm. So yeah, you could plop that pig farm down and there you go. Awesome. Same thing with the sheep. Bees don't have customization. The cows probably do. Oh, they don't. That's interesting. Okay. So the pig and sheep do. Any customized decorations? Yes, there's some customized fencing. These are the required mods, that the European decorative buildings. That's one of the mod packs that's required. Okay, that's probably where they get all their different buildings choices. And that mod I think might be made by the map maker themselves. And then there's the Deco Chapel. Okay, cool. I wish I'd done this earlier because yeah, it's always very interesting to see. Let's see, yep, so there's the customized factories, very cool. There's one customized sell point, the biomass heating plant, cool. No greenhouses. All right, custom bunker silos, good question. Let's go look at silos. Maybe, I don't know. Bunker silo with roof. I don't know if that's one that we were required to include or not. Looks like I've got pumps and hoses and AGI pack stuff in here that is obviously not part of this. Sheds. Looks like there are some. Yep, there's some custom sheds. So that's also good. Okay. Containers. There's a customized fuel tank. And I'm going to say farmhouses. Yep, there's the sleep triggers. That's cool. So you can actually add additional sleep triggers. Very cool. Awesome. European decorative buildings pack. Wardrobe trigger. Oh, neat. So there's a custom wardrobe trigger we didn't even look at. Very cool. All right, good. I'm glad we rounded that out. You know what? I just realized I had the You guys couldn't even see my my screen. I apologize for that. I was going through all this and all this detail, and you guys couldn't even see it. Sorry about that. Anyway, hopefully you got everything from me verbally. Let's go back to big camera. All right, guys. I think I need a nap. I need some dinner and a nap. Thank you for tuning in. I will let you know next time I'm live streaming if it's going to be sooner than Sunday. If not, I will very likely see you Sunday. Some of you are going to do some daylight savings time changing. Some just have, and I need to kind of get with the program. But anyway, we'll get it all figured out. Thanks for joining me. Check out the map if you like it. And we will see you next time. Scott Free for All. See you later.